Hey everybody, Britt here with Organic Guys, and I'd like to talk to you guys today about hydroponics versus organic. And everyone likes to be organic, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'd like to explain to you that nutrients are nutrients. Whether they are put together in a pellet in a factory, or whether you make your own homemade compost tea, or you use fish emulsion, whatever you use, they need the basic elements: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, all the minor elements, zinc, selenium, cobalt. The list goes on. There's probably about 27 pretty important minor elements and 3 major elements. I like to do a little experiment I've done over the years. I already know the results, but I thought it'd be fun for you guys to see the results over a couple weeks. I've chosen corn because corn is probably one of the fastest growing plants, and it uses the most nutrients, so it'll be a good place to really test it. I've got my little babies here. We got one labeled Miracle-Gro. They're all the same height. They've just sprouted. A lot of people also say that you shouldn't fertilize sprouts because the cotyledons already have the nutrition in them. This is partially true. I generally feed my stuff with oxygenated water, so I get better results. I don't have to wait for the cotyledons to fall off. I get immediate growth. I'm gonna tell you right now that hydroponic farming is the best way to grow the largest vegetables, the fastest. You can't outgrow nature. You can outgrow nature very easily because there's no cloudy days in a hydroponic system. There's no bad soil in a hydroponic system. Hydroponics dates back all the way to ancient times. The first mention was in the Garden of Eden. God says that a mist rose up from the ground to water the garden. That is basically hydroponics. First of all, never wet your leaves. It doesn't do any good. It's just an old wives' tale. You don't fertilize your leaves. You don't spray Miracle-Gro on your leaves. On the Miracle-Gro container, it actually says foliar feeding right there. It doesn't work. Plants do not absorb their nutrients through the leaves. They absorb it through the roots. They have to have hydrogen and oxygen. The molecules of potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, they attach to the hydrogen and oxygen molecules in the water. That makes it go up the plant, and the plant can use it for photosynthesis. So what I got here, I got all kinds of cool chemicals. Everyone likes the fancy names. This one's called Bush Doctor, and it's a type of hydroponic. This one is actually kelp, so it's organic. It's 0.50, 0.5. Cool names. If you want to go with a cool name, they got lots of cool names. This one's Fox Farm Big Bloom. Works really good. Got lots of chainsaws going. Tiger Bloom. This sounds amazing. Extra strength. That's just what you need. Now this one's actually a good one. Cal Mag. Calcium and magnesium are often very short supplied in your soils. I'll teach you ways to fix that. But in pepper growing, cucumber growing, tomato growing, I see all the time people with pictures of blossom and rot. This will prevent that. And again, for this to absorb into the soil, you need lots of oxygen. You need super oxygenated water. Will get you the best results. It'll make the plants grow fast. I'm fixing to prove that to you today. Got each one labeled. We got Miracle-Gro. We got Miracle-Gro on that one. We're going to water this plant with Miracle-Gro every morning for the next 2 weeks, and you guys are going to get to see the results of that. Okay, let's put the Miracle-Gro down here and the Calcium Mag down here. And this, we also got hydroponic fertilizer. This hydroponic fertilizer is a mixture of some of these down here, perfect for the corn. And I've got that labeled Hydro. So we're going to water that one every day with Hydro. We also got, this is super oxygenated water. I added hydrogen peroxide, which gives you double molecules. We're going to water, that's the Oxy one right there. We're going to water that every day with that. We've also got fish emulsions. Fish emulsions is very popular. You can see here, fish fertilizer, 511, so it's high in nitrogen. That's going to be good for the corn for the first few weeks, because that's what it mainly uses until it starts forming the corn itself. We also got my own compost. This has blackstrap molasses. It has decaying and decomposing vegetable matter, leaves, weeds. You can see how dark it is. It's kind of interesting to see the colors. You know, Miracle-Gro comes out blue. I'll tell you about why that is later. The Hydro tends to be a light green. Super oxygenated water has a slight blue tint to it too, as odd as that sounds. Plain water doesn't. And then the fish emulsion, it's usually brown, but my compost is always nice and black. And this is also super oxygenated. We've labeled each plant. We're going to water each one of these babies and let you guys see the growth rate on a daily basis. Like I said, I already know the answer. I've been doing this for 40 years. I've done thousands of little experiments on everything. Also, I forgot to mention granular. Just going to use regular 10-10-10 granular fertilizer. And we've got the test one. This one contains, by the way, all the soil contains organic ingredients. It has compost, bone meal, blood meal, and cow manure, black cow. That's how I make my soil. So this one's going to just get watered with plain old water, nothing else. This one's going to get watered with just plain old water, nothing else, but it's got granular fertilizer. This one's going to get watered with the fish emulsion, the hydroponic water, oxygenated water, and Miracle-Gro compost. Let's get this going and see how neat of a little experiment this is. You guys are going to be really surprised with the results. There's going to be amazing differences in heights of the corn over the next few days. You'll see that. I'm Britt with Organic Guys Gardening, and keep watching. We'll watch this corn grow.